Hello, I am Dr. Lusheen with the Occupational Environmental Safety and Health Department at the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater. Welcome to my introductory video. I'm kind of slapping this thing together right before the Canvas site opens. So I'm going to try to be brief, but I'm going to cover all the really important points for Safety 388, which is Occupational Safety and Health Standards and Applications, and I'm going to try to give you a good balance of both. So let's begin. I'm going to go through some things really quickly. This PowerPoint I reduced from, I believe, was 18 slides down to just a handful because 9 actually. And so I want to just get to the point of things, so let's do that. First, a lot of the things I do are very directed at preparing you for the next step in your career. I realize some of you are not actually safety degree students, but you want to learn about it. I think that's fantastic. So the purpose of this course, which is a natural progression from Safety 380, is to at least prepare you that if you're faced with an occupational safety and health question, you can look it up to the best of your ability and be able to determine whether you need additional assistance. In some ways, you'll actually be able to accomplish a safety and health project if you have the proper mentoring or management to get it done. When I teach this in the classroom, and they were in the classroom traditional version, is I try to prepare students for an internship. In a way, I'm trying to get you there, but it's going to be difficult because we've got all kinds of new things going on. So as you see on the screen, we're going to focus on the techniques. I'm going to talk about professional ethics and refer to it throughout. I am going to try to bring in some guest speakers, some friends of mine, and also try to connect you all with mentors. I posted something this morning to ask if anybody would like to assist in this course. I already had 12 volunteers a few hours after, and so I think I'm going to be able to provide you all with multiple mentors throughout the course, and that's going to kind of combine with your weekly reflection. So I'm going to try to give you as much real-world experience as possible. Excuse me. I've got Hannibal Lecter on here because it's kind of crazy what I'm attempting to do here this summer. And so you're going to be along for the ride. It's a traditional 16-week course, and I'm attempting to combine it into a 6-week and completely online. So they asked me to do it, and I said yes. But I did the same thing with a graduate class, but that was actually an 8-week to a 6-week, so it was a little bit easier. But I had almost 40 graduate students, which is quite the task. But I've been experimenting with live recording of lectures and in conducting live discussions, and it has been wildly successful. And they actually are going to be they want to participate in some of the discussions with you and mentor you because they've enjoyed it so much. And so I hope you enjoyed it. That's why I sent out the survey to find out when you're available so we can schedule those things. And you don't have to make them all. They're going to be recorded, but you are going to need to watch them all. Another is I don't like giving quizzes and exams. I don't think it's a good measure of learning, and that's really important to me. So you're going to demonstrate your learning through interacting with me primarily, but when you can't meet with me, there'll be assignments, reflection, and discussion board. Okay? Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Here are the first 3 weeks. I've got 5 lectures per module. I've got 6 modules total, and you can see how I broke it down this way. I did this for multiple reasons, and I hope that Kobe Tech doesn't get too upset with me, but I'm going to have the module kind of overview, but then I'm going to keep the 5 lectures as I would if this was a traditional class, because I got to teach this class again. The advantage to you is that I am going to remain hyper vigilant to your needs. I'm going to be very flexible, and what's the better word? Resilient with the design of this course. You're going to teach me how to best deliver this to you by interacting with me. And for that, I will reward you. That's why there aren't the quizzes and the exams, and there won't be a lot of busy work. I want it to be more of I want to teach you this. What did you think of it? That's what this course is going to be about. I think you're going to learn more that way because I'm going to need you to connect to the material more. And it's not going to be you off on your own, the back of the classroom, or watching silly videos and then just trying to work your way through it. I'm going to be here to help you, and I hope you're here to help me too. Here's the last half of the class. This is really cool stuff. You're going to get a very broad, with some depth, or at least application of basically almost all of the general industry safety and health regulations and applications. So good for you. Here's the breakdown. This is very unusual, so pay attention. So I wanted you to complete a pre-course survey. 10 of 12 had completed at the time of this recording. So if you haven't, please do that right away. You're going to do weekly assignments. I used to have a study sheet for each individual lecture. And if you had me for 380, I think you kind of saw that because you use that to prepare for the quizzes. Here what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to pinpoint the most important aspects and have you write about it. That's how I'm recollecting that you are paying attention. The weekly reflection is going to be a combination of the content and things you talk to your mentor about. If you can't meet with your mentor, it's just a phone call or a WebEx, no big deal. And I'm going to give you the questions to ask. And it's just going to be understanding the application of things. Then there's going to be a discussion board. Now, if you can attend the discussion sections, you don't have to participate in the discussion board because you're already doing it. But if you can't attend the live ones, I'd like you to watch them, but then participate, and I'll provide you some questions to answer there as well. That'll be every week. I'm only counting the top 5 highest scores out of those 6 weeks. So if you miss a week or if you don't do well in 1 week, you can still achieve full credit as long as you do well in the other 5. The final paper, I would like to do presentations. We'll see. Kind of playing this by ear. I would like you to choose a topic that comes from the other lectures and then maybe work something out with one of your mentors that they could share with you, them working on a project, and then you would write up and they could share pictures with you or video, and then you would write that up and present it. It's the best we can do. I think I have a unique learning philosophy and teaching philosophy, and I think that's really important that you understand it. I've got Robin Williams' character here from Good Will Hunting. I really like the way he worked with Matt Damon's character. A lot of things I put together are based on what companies want when they hire my students. Because if I prepare you for what they want, then you're going to be more successful. So I'm not teaching to a textbook per se, even though we've got one. It's a good introduction. It's a good tool. I'm trying to give you the skills, knowledge, and abilities that they want. I do believe that the practice of safety, or any practice, is really about learning. And so by understanding your learning style, perfecting it, I think you'll be better. I think you'll be better prepared and do better in your career. The safety career, anyways, are very much about problem solving. And so I'm going to try to give you opportunities to develop, demonstrate that. And so that's what makes me kind of different, is I don't like to say, hey, read this stuff, maybe watch these videos. You don't have to, though, because the quizzes and exams are so easy, you can guess on them. I'm not about that at all. So if that's what you want, sorry, you've come to the wrong place. Do you guys watch Rick and Morty? I do. I love Rick and Morty. So I like to refer to things as storytelling. So what I want you to do is you're going to be either watching or participating in 2 lectures per week. 2 recordings. I'm going to cover 2 to 3 lectures in each of those. The discussions are going to be discussions, but I'm going to do demonstrations and actually review content from lectures. So the more you can attend, the better. And that's why it's so important that you participate in the survey and talk to me, because I can actually switch things around as we go. It'd be great if we could lock in certain days and times every week, but I'll be flexible with you. Friday is meant to be a backup. Sunday night is going to be the final discussion. And so if you were unable to attend anything, Sunday is going to be the most important, if you can do it, Sunday night. You got to watch everything. I'll be tracking that. You got to touch and read everything. I'll be tracking that. And it'll be demonstrated through the weekly assignments. The little comment here, if you work with me, help me understand how to best design and deliver this course, I will reward you in turn. That's really comes down to. It's difficult to quantify that. We'll figure it out as we go. So I just want to show you a few things before we sign off here. Try to keep this under 10 minutes. But things are popping up all over the place. First of all, here is our Canvas site. You've probably already been here. As I had mentioned before, you can find the course syllabus here. I don't know why that just happened. Okay, thank you. So each thing will have the module and then the lecture. And I'll have everything you need here and a little bit more. Sometimes when I go, Jeff, when I say FYI or bonus, you don't have to watch it, but I'd like you to. And I will be updating and posting things here. See, there's not a lot. Okay, so I need to fix lecture 4. That's too much. Too much stuff. And then 5 is all right. So that's what it looks like there. Next is I will be posting things to my YouTube channel. I don't know why. Here it is. So this video is going to be available through my YouTube channel, and I'm going to create a separate playlist just with this course, and that's going to be the pre-recorded things. I don't want to do a lot of it. Here's the OSA website. You are going to get tired of this because I'm going to teach you to use this to the best of your ability. Things that a lot of people in the field don't know because I worked for OSHA early in my career, so I have some insight. I didn't talk a lot about myself. Maybe I'll do that later. I'll be using WebEx for discussions, and so what I'd like to do is figure out what time we're going to be doing things and then have it be continuous, but also I can vary it. So I will have all kinds of meetings set up here. We can do office hours through this if you want. Also, what I didn't show you on the course here is you need to register for the lectures because I like to host it through Webinar Jam. I bought a subscription to it. So this is how you register. You just you have a link on Canvas site. Here I'll have the description here. I'll make this pretty as we go throughout. I just try to get this done. Hit register. First name, last name, email. Boom. You'll get an email with the link to the live room. Monday at noon is going to be the first recording. We're going to do lectures 1 and 2. Get to know each other because there's a chat feature so we can live chat back and forth and I can answer questions. The Tuesday is going to be WebEx. Now here's what you guys have given me so far. So Monday noon lecture is the highest rated, and then what I did is I did codes. So these are pretty much the same people. Tuesday at 8 p.m. seems to be where I'm going to do the WebEx, and I'll send you invites for that. You don't have to go, but I'm going to record it and I'll make it available. So the multimedia is going to house all the recorded stuff. And then it kind of looks like Wednesday at 7, I'm going to record the lectures 3 and 4 and possibly even 5. Thursday at noon kind of looks like when we're going to do another discussion. I'll do more demonstrations, and that may be when I do lecture 5 as well. I'll be just kind of combining. So I'd like to meet 4 times during the week. Once Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'd like to leave Friday and Saturday open as backup as we go. And then finally Sunday at 8 p.m. That will be a WebEx. And we'll review everything. Give everybody a chance to and I want you to get to know each other too, even though we're not going to do any team projects. I believe that is everything I wanted to show you. I'm sorry I went so long here. So we'll be using my YouTube channel. I'll have a playlist there, or whatever you call it. I'll be using Webinar Jam for lectures. That'll also allow me to see who watches what, because I'll be tracking that every week, and I'll give you updates. So you'll know that I'm watching you. Not watching you, watching your activity. Sorry, that sounded weird. I wanted this to be really fun, and I hope it is when I kind of increase this interaction that you and I have. Again, I'll be learning from you, and then you'll be learning from me. And so the more you can interact with me on the live stuff, the better. Contact me if there's a time that's available. I will do a one-on-one or a one-on-two if we need to, and I will vary it as we go throughout. But it'd be great if we had locked down on a time for each of those days. I could add Friday if that works better. Yeah, so that's basically it. So again, I'm Dr. Luchin. This is going to be Safety 388. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I guess that you get out of it what you put into it. I'm babbling now. Here's the book. I'll talk to you guys later.